Hello everybody and welcome to what is a ridiculous start that you guys need to try. I know I say that all the time, but look what I just rolled. I'm playing as Babylon because I've only played one game with Babylon and they are really weird. Eureka's providing all of the science for a tech and getting minus 50%. Now when these guys were first introduced, people cried from the heavens that they were totally broken, and so they turned out to be, which is kind of why I really haven't kind of got stuck into them. I try to avoid the people that, well, they're a little bit broken, but then I was thinking recently, I actually don't know any of the Babylon strats. Like, you think about it, you get like if you think about it, it's interesting. You get a Eureka, you get the tech. So there are certain things that you can do that you can rush very easily, like metal casting, for instance, own 2 crossbow. Well, that's pretty easy, really. I mean, that gives you Pike Shot with 55 melee strength units. How do you get crossbows? Own 3 archers. How do you get archers? Well, kill a unit with a slinger. I mean, these are things that are not particularly difficult, so, I mean, it should be pretty cool. I mean, just building 1 coal power plant, for instance, gets us battleships. Some admittedly are a little bit more difficult, but, I mean, still, there are options here. Kill a unit with a knight, have 2 forts in your territory. These are all options that we could absolutely give it a go. Build an aqueduct. Have the feudalism civics a little bit tougher because anything that links to the culture tree is a bit crazy, but this is why this start is so good. Look, the Palgum unique building gives Babylon extra food for every single freshwater tile in a city as long as you're next to a river, as well as giving some housing and production. That's really good, and look at this huge river here. I've also found the Pamukkale, which is exactly how you pronounce that one. I will not hear anything other, but just by finding this, I start the game with the astrology tech, so I can get myself the first holy site. And don't forget, as long as it's a specialty district, it's not a government plaza, and as long as it's the first time I've built it, I get the 3th building in it as well as an envoy. Babylon are really good fun, so building a holy site would give me a 3 shrine immediately. I've also got some pretty decent tiles to start with here, actually. If you look at this, that is already a thief tile, which means that I will get the first Pantheon, and there's a 4 yield tile there, and there's a 5 yield tile here. So I think either way, I'm either going to be settling on this tile, which is freshwater, or I can settle on this one to give myself a little bit of extra gold per turn. The alternative is to settle right next to this natural wonder, and give myself even more era score. Hang on, if I just come over to here, you can see that if I would be settling closer to the desert, which isn't ideal. By settling here, I'm working pretty much all of this river. So you know what? I think actually settling on this point will be fine. I'll go and settle next to the wonder with my 2nd city. But look, I'm already getting +1 faith per turn. I'm next to this. This is all great. This is all lovely. And also, there's a +6 holy site there, which is cool. Gonna get myself my unique melee unit. It's a little bit weaker than a warrior, but moves faster, has extra sight, and also has 17 combat strength against cavalry units, so it's pretty cool. And here's the drawback with Babylon. The problem with them is if you don't get a Eureka, you get half science, so I want to be beelining towards writing if I can, but I don't need to be getting pottery to do that. It's just basically working the stuff I'm not going to be able to boost. So to start with, we're going to go animal husbandry. I want to farm a resource as quick as possible to get my Palgum going. Luckily for me, I have no resources, but that's okay, we can go find one. What people forget a little bit with Babylon is that one of the most important things you have to do with them is settling like mad. Finding the AI quick is also quite important as well. We should go and do that as quick as we can. Just found Nazca, which is amazing. Considering how much desert I've got, that is a brilliant pickup for us, and actually shows me that I should be getting a holy site. Which, speaking of, I have just waited a couple of turns because I really love the idea of getting a +6. Now I know it gives a +6 to campuses as well, so maybe I should have waited to do that, but I think I'm happy with how that's gone. Oh sorry, so we're playing with Barbarian Clans mode on, and for those who like to do this the retro way, here is the map. We're playing on a Continents and Islands map. It's pretty much a 6-player map as it loads. I haven't changed anything at all. But don't forget, you can come and get the save file directly from Discord. Isn't that great? And there are the Mayans. Okay, cool. Honoured to meet you. Lovely indeed. They're over there. There's writing. Interesting. You're going to get the tribal hut. Oh no, they have a choice there. The tribal hut or the encampment, or the barb village. Oh, archery. That's actually a little bit annoying that I got that one really quickly, but never mind. Now, the only problems with the minions on this map is that they have a lot of science, they have a lot of early game strength, and they also get a lot of scientist points. So, yeah, they are a little bit annoying to have as sort of neighbours on this map, but that's okay. Urban planning and discipline. Don't need to go God King because there is the Pantheon and there is the 3 settler. It's a good thing about starting right next to something that gives faith per turn. Now, there is another beautiful little river over here, but more importantly, there is some wheat over in this place, which means I could get the irrigation boost. The irrigation boost being a really, really important one for me. I think that's better than just settling wildly into the desert in order to get another placement on this for now. So there's the holy site of Babylon, lots and lots of faith per turn, and a shrine in already, which is great because nobody has any points towards a religion just yet. Nobody. Aha. Oh my god, I've got a bonus resource here. I'm an idiot. Right, okay, let's think about this again. That is absolutely tragic from me, that. What do I want to do? I guess if I can go and settle on sort of towards this river anyway, if I want. There's a lake over there. I could get myself the sailing boost if I go and settle on one of this tile, I think. And then that leaves me enough room for another city just to work the wonder with. Yeah, I think, okay, so that actually works out as what I want to do. God, I'm an idiot. Alright, put myself out of my own misery. There's irrigation. Okay, that's good. That's really, really good. It means that I can get myself the power gum in a second, which will give me more production. It'll give me fresh water, +1 food, and all those tiles. So that, I mean, yeah. Why I didn't spot that before, I don't know. Building 3 mines is quite cool as well, but I think getting some population into this city is actually a really important thing to do. So let's get the power gum going, and then we'll get another builder going for now. I quite would like, yeah, I'd like to do all of these things just to make sure I've got the population to build all the districts. And there we go, there's the sailing boost, which is awesome. And we've also working a 6 yield tile to start with, which is pretty damn cool. Plantation going in. I've got myself a luxury now. Haha, I'll go and get spices in a second as well. Tribal hut, +1 envoy. That means actually Nazca can immediately join my empire. That gives me some diplomatic favour, but also means I can levy some warriors if I need to, which is always tempting actually. Construction is done because I've got my Palgum. Construction's awesome. It means I can put lumber mills in. Lumber mills are tasty. Right, there we go. Craftsmanship boosted as well. Goodness me, we're doing all kinds of stuff. Ilkham here is good. Agogi I'm not going to bother with just yet. There is Egypt. Hello, honoured to meet you. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Oh, looks like Nazca is not long for this world. Oh, sucks to be Nazca, eh? Okay, next up I think has got to be the campus. I don't think anyone's getting... Oh no, some people are getting scientist points, so we need to rush this one now. I think... I mean, yeah, because the reason my scientists are so important are Eureka moments for mathematics and 1 random technology. Those are 3 techs for me. So I want to do those. I want to do those as quickly as I can. There's a nice +3 over here. So I'm tempted to do that. And so I will. Now normally I put a lumber mill on this one. In fact, actually that would give me access to the Venetian arsenal from the beginning of the game and the Renaissance era, which would give me some era score. I'm just going to save that one for when I need a burst of era score. I think instead I'm going to be looking to go for 3 mines. That'd be quite handy. But I can't put the mine down on this tile just yet. Alright, okay, you know what? Sod it. We're doing it. We're in the Renaissance era. We have mass production. Oh, Babylon. There we go. Campus is done. That means we should be getting 2 points per term, which isn't enough to guarantee that we get the scientists, but we do want to make sure that we get as many as possible. So, I think monuments and granaries are all very well and good, but some campus research grants I think has got to be an important one for us. I'm just going to treat myself to 1 new tile for when the mining comes through. That'd be nice. Oh yes, and of course, buying up diplomatic favour doesn't mean anything at the moment because nobody wants to buy it from me, but still. Great Barrier Reef. Cliffs of Dover are down here by Geneva. That's where Egypt is. It's quite a little squished little town, but I think it's a good one. Fez there as well. Oh, we got a lot of scientific city-states. Not something I did deliberately on this map, actually. And then the first mine goes down. Perfect. Just need a couple more of those and we're rosy. Okay, as soon as Babylon unlocks pottery, animal husbandry, mining, you've got a bit more of a problem because it's like, well, everything can be boosted in theory. Absolutely everything can be boosted. So really you're looking at stuff that you don't want to take the risk on. Mining a resource, building a quarry, killing through barbarians. I mean, looking at this, there is the opportunity for a quarry in my capital, which is a good one. Mining a resource may be more difficult though. So that one we need to be careful of. And barbarians, well, I can't find them for love nor money at the moment. I am literally wandering around every single bit of the hardest bits of the map and I can't find any. So you know what, I'm going to go bronze working to start with, get myself the iron, see if I can get some men-at-arms to charge, and go for like a really crazy early game rush. So my second city has just built myself a campus as well, which is good because somebody has just jumped on 3 points per turn, which is really, really annoying. Our project just boosted us a little bit though, so that's good. That's good. As long as we can continue to do projects in Babylon, we will rush the first scientist at least. At least. And we've got a nice tasty golden age to start the game off as well, which is really, really tasty. Turning faith into settlers. I mean, I can't think of anything better to do at the moment. Monumentality is probably going to save the day for me here, so let's do that. Settler for 150 faith. That's awesome. I also need to get the trader going, actually. That'll be a really cool thing to do. So, you know what? Let's get the trader in this city, and then we'll make up for it by getting the settler in this city as well. Babylon. Babylon? Babylon is... It's the third best city in the world. Oh, my goodness. Right, hang on. There we go. No one can say I said it wrong now. Babylon. Oh, God. There we go. 3 food per turn. Gives me currency. Currency is really useful. Don't forget, a city ideally needs to be on a river to get my unique improvement, but rivers are pretty few and far between on this continent, so I think we're going to have to go for sort of a lake start over here. Actually, if I go and settle on that tile, I can get these pretty decent yields very quickly, so that's a cool thing. Okay. Eureka moment for mathematics and 1 random technology from the medieval era. Medieval eras do have some really good ones. I could pick up knights. I could pick up niter. I mean, there are some options to skip ahead quite impressively here. Also getting this gives me education, which gives me universities. So there we go. That's pretty cool. I'm also going to get a great prophet, which is awesome. And my first governor. Who do I want as a governor? I think actually I want great people points. So, Babylon, Blabalon, Labalon. Oh, Commandant General has been purchased. We know we've got Grand Columbia in the game somewhere. The walls of Babylon, they go up, and I'm going to feed the world. I haven't done this in a while. I love Feed the World. It's so good. I'm also going to try and crusade, because honestly, what's a game without crusading, eh? So this will give me mathematics and 1 other tech. So military engineering. There we go. So we did actually now find niter. So there's niter over there. That's awesome. If we get a niter mine, I think we get rifling? Yeah, which is 60 range strength units. I mean, that's awesome. Also just unlocked iron. There is iron over here. So we've got options on both. Castles is going to be a good one. Adopted a government with 3 inheritance policy slots. Build a quarry. Sea resources. Build an iron mine. I mean, okay, all of these things I can do. I can do all of these things. So it's useless. Improve 2 sea resources is probably going to be the slowest one I'm going to pick up here, because I've only unlocked a couple of them. Actually, no, because I can just go and do that now. Oh, do I want a harbour that quickly? I mean, I'll work it. I'll work it. I think for now, I'd kind of like to go and get this iron mine. Down to my 3rd city. There we go. Perfect stuff. I just need to be able to pick up a builder there, and it's all good. I'm just waiting for somebody to want to buy back my diplomatic favour. At the moment, nobody's playing ball, and it's really annoying. So I'm going to try and pick up Fez in this game. That'll be quite handy. Fez would mean that I get a load of science every time that I convert a city, and unlike all my other sources of science, Babylon wouldn't get half from that, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. The Mayans have just declared war on Nazca. I'm kind of hoping they lose a few units doing this one. We'll see. Now, do I want the 3 library? Or do I go for the next scientist who gives me all of the... Oh, you see, this is the thing. I don't actually want the library. I'm going to pass on it. I'm going to pass on it and get this one. Celestial navigation, mathematics, and engineering if they've already triggered. Engineering. Oh no, have I already got engineering? Have I already got engineering? No. Engineering, celestial navigation. So actually I'm working celestial navigation. That was a silly thing to do. Right, let's go shipbuilding instead. There we go. It's probably not the perfect one, but never mind. Actually, this scientist would be just as good. So, okay. So it all helps. So far, Nazca's holding its own. Its walls are sturdy. If it gets taken over, it's not the worst thing in the world, really. It's fine. So that's navigation, engineering. Good. All of these things are fine. How am I doing on tech? 15 techs versus 14. I'm only just keeping ahead of the Mayans, to be fair, but being ahead of the Deity AI on any map, I find fun. So I'll take it. Nice connoisseur. In my capital, perfect. Babylon's now providing another 8 culture per turn. That'll make a huge difference to me. Let's get some settlers into the empire. Perfect. And let's finally get that iron mine going as well. Wheel and iron working, both boosted. Brilliant stuff. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get this lady, unfortunately. 3 turns, 4 turns, people are away, and I'm only 4 turns away from my research grants, unless I can chop something, which actually I probably can. We'll chop this forest over here, this rainforest I should say. We'll see if I can do this. Hang on, right, we'll go 1 and then bam. And we'll see if that's enough to grab it. I don't know if it will be actually. Oh, nobody's grabbed her. There we go. Oh, I gave up. I gave up on it and there we go. It was perfect. Perfect. And now we've gone to medieval era scientists. So there's no point in rushing these anymore. They're way too hard to get. There's apprenticeship as well. My mines are now even more powerful than once they were. And I can get industrial zones down, which is awesome. Okay, so we've got to think about this. What do I want? Do I want commercial hubs or do I want industrial zones? I kind of like the idea of having industrial zones to get Bixing in order to get a little bit more in my capital. There is some niter. I've got to go and work that niter as quick as I can. Yeah, the industrial zone, the aqueduct. The aqueduct's a pretty useful one to build as well. I don't remember why. Oh, it was for military engineering, but I've already got that. Okay, so I think industrial zone is good because it gets 2 workshops to get me factories and coal. And if I get coal, then I can get artillery. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I build a coal power plant and I can get battleships, so that's quite cool. Yeah, aqueduct followed by industrial zone. I think that's going to be a good choice for me. And Classical Republic, of course it's Classical Republic. It's a great policy for me. Science points per turn, I'm not going to bother about them anymore. Urban planning, colonialization, we'll go for diplomatic league, and I think I'm going to go for Ilkham. There you go. All kinds of fun stuff. What 3 techs do I get from a classical or medieval era? Tactics, horseback riding, castles. Actually, castles is a really good one. Now, I need to think about war. So I've already unlocked the ability to... I haven't actually got Macquarie. Okay, so the battering ram needs to happen, but I need to save up some gold now because if I want to start using Pike Shots, which are very possible, and bombards, I need to own 2 crossbows, and to get 2 crossbows I need 3 archers. So I need to be building archers and I need to be building spearmen. Those have got to be things that I'm rushing in. So really what I'm saying is the Thafe I'm going to be using to get builders, but everything else, all my gold, I actually need to save up now so I can use it to promote things. It's going to be important that I don't just get rid of it. Now gold will come round. I've got 149 diplomatic favour. I can sell that at some point. Saying that, oh man, I really wanted to get the niter in so that I can do the upgrades later. That's 160 gold. You know what, I am the sort of person where I'm just like, yeah, ideas, and then I go off and do like the other thing. Oh, Nazca's being killed. It doesn't matter if these guys fall. I don't think they'll be able to keep loyalty here. And then I'll just liberate it and I'll get my Susanship back that way, so that's good. I mean, frustratingly, that would have been a fantastic district, but never mind. We'll plonk that down. I'll get the era score from settling near it. That'll be fine. I think actually I can get a builder in next turn, and we'll get myself a holy site in Rapido. The Mayans have their own religion now. Interesting. Do I just go and kill it immediately? It'll be a little bit of a work, but I want to go and crusade them, but I think I need to get my faith per turn up a little bit higher before I do that. Right, what are we doing? Building universities next to mountains. I haven't really got the option to do that right now. Just trying to think of the best thing that I could be doing. A buttress, building a classical era wonder. Yeah, I'll work that one through. Here's rifling anyway, which gives me the industrial era. Perfect. Range of 1,520, but it does have 60 range strength, which would be insane to use. Absolutely insane. Oh my god, there's just been 2 floods in a row on this piece of land. That is atrocious. But it didn't kill my aqueduct this time. First time it killed my aqueduct. Not this time. And she's giving me yields otherwise. That's good. My industrial zone is just about to get finished. That's great. I've got a harbour that's just about to be popped down in my second city, actually. And then Babylon is going to put itself a commercial hub down after. So I think we should be doing good. Oh, here we go. Right. Perfect. Now they want to buy it. Now they want to buy it. And they're going to buy it in large chunks. I'm just going to sell it 90 at a time. You can see, actually, Egypt wants to buy it for the most. They can only buy about 70 of it. So I'll do that. Perfect. And then the Mayans, I'll get the rest from them. That should give me tons of gold per turn. And now I can look to save up and get some really cool stuff. So I'm going to get grants in my capital, which means that now my capital is going to be producing some amazing stuff for me. Loads and loads and loads of great people points, which is perfect. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, The Broccoli, Midnight Oil, and Truffadaskby for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you everybody for all of your support generally. It is brilliant. See you in my next video.